Hi, everyone. It's Leslie Beal back with our second key strategy for ensuring you hit those all important strategic goals for 2025. If you missed the first two videos in this series, I'd encourage you to go back and check those out because that'll really give you a full picture of what it is we're going to talk about today. So, you've made your strategic plan, you've done the hard work of communicating it throughout the organization. What else do you need to do to be sure that you hit those critical goals? You need to have an implementation plan. Too many organizations, and I've certainly been a part of these organizations as an executive myself, and we've worked with clients this way, go off and they do strategic planning in a vacuum. And they come back to the organization, they come back to the daily grind, to those standing meetings, to the full email inbox. And frankly, the strategic goals just get lost in the hubbub and the busyness of every day. But I think we've all heard that old saying that failing to plan is planning to fail. And in my opinion, nowhere is that more true than in really implementing our strategic goals. If you don't do the hard work on the front end of thinking through, of planning through, not just the goals you want to hit, but how your organization, how your team is going to get there, then there really is no clear path, and you run a real risk that that gets lost in the daily grind. So do the hard work on the front end. What are the competing priorities? What could cause us to lose focus? What do we need to do first, second, and third to be sure that we really hit those goals? Who owns this? Who's responsible and accountable for it? All of those are the questions that go into implementation planning. And I think sometimes they're the things that get skipped over or sort of left to be dealt with some later date in the future. But they're critically important to being sure that you implement a plan to hit the strategic goals that you've set forth for yourself. So that's the second step. Build that all important implementation plan. Join us back here for the next video, and we'll share with you the next key strategy for closing the gap between strategy planning and implementation planning.